It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Oh, yes, indeed it is. The Call Flow Radio Show.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way, to any and all who's listening. And my elf helpers, or whatever he's supposed to be. Ah, Lucky. How are you?
Good, John. How are you doing?
How are you this St.
Patty's Day.
Doing well, John. Yeah, happy St. Patty's Day.
Top of the morning and the
Top
rest
of
of
the morning.
myself. Yes.
I don't see your box of Lucky Charms. Did you,
I can't afford Lucky Charms.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that lucky.
All right.
So, how is your St. Patty's Day going so far?
Well, it just started, and, so I just, this is my first couple of hours in St. Patty's Day, and it's been pretty well, I got some coffee, and drinking some water. Yeah, I mean, it's been going good. How's your St. Patty's Day?
I would love to tell you, but we have a caller, so we need to find out what their St. Patty's Day is all about. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning and happy St. Patrick's Day to you all.
Happy
You too, Barry.
St. Patty's.
How's everybody doing?
All right. How are you so far today?
Oh, doing pretty good. Not only is it St. Patrick's Day, but it's a very special day here in Cumberland County. Today is my mom's birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
She's a St. Patty's Day birthday, and her name is Annie Mae Miles of Cumberland. She is 89 years young today.
Wow.
Annie Mae Miles, 89. Happy birthday, or whatever you want to
Yes,
say it on St.
indeed.
Patty's Day.
It'll be a special day. We're going out to Richmond somewhere to eat and do therapy, and we enjoy y'all. You got 3 stations coming in over top of y'all. I can barely hear you.
I noticed that coming in this morning, the signal's a little iffy. Could be the weather,
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Have y'all heard how the Bluegrass Festival went in Appomattox yesterday?
No, sir, I have not.
Well, maybe somebody will call in and share how successful that event was over at the high school in Appomattox yesterday.
Okay, I hope so.
We didn't get to go. We went bowling yesterday, but anyway, had a good day. And trust everybody has a good day. And again, to my mom, a very special happy birthday to her, and hope she has many more.
Hey,
Definitely.
Hey, Barry, not to interrupt, but what did you bowl yesterday, by chance?
We're not going to discuss it.
Oh, no.
It's been 3 years. So believe me, it was not the best.
Not your best game. Well,
But hey, it was all in fun.
That's right. And there's always next time. So.
All right, gentlemen, y'all have a good day.
All
You
right,
too,
you
take
take it
care,
easy.
Barry.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, Barry Miles calling in, wishing us happy St. Patrick's Day, and his mother, Annie Mae Miles, turning 89 years
Go ahead
young
and
today.
read that during this birthday segment. Yeah, John, you seem to be in a, I don't
Very
know.
festive mood.
Do I feel lucky? Do I feel lucky? Do I feel lucky?
Yeah, you seem to be very moody, like just
Ron
like
Moody?
Not Ron Moody. That would be kind of cool if you seemed like Ron Moody today. I would actually enjoy that.
Well,
I
to the
think.
phones again, my good
right.
man. Here we go. Good morning. You're on the air, and happy St. Patty's Day, by the way. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Henry.
Oh my goodness, Henry.
Who we got? Noah and John?
Noah and John, or John and Noah, however you want to say it.
There you go. There you go. I thought I recognized your breath. Speaking of sleeping, which we hadn't, there was a couple, and the wife always had a hard time getting the man to wake up in the morning. Couldn't get him out of bed. So she solved it by putting a thumbtack in the ceiling right over the bed.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets him up every morning.
Okay.
I mean, after all, who can sleep under attack?
Exactly. Good one.
Well, I didn't think it was funny either. There was a guy wearing a cowboy hat.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't me, but it was a guy wearing a cowboy hat. And one day he took his hat off,
Right.
and there was a frog sitting on his head.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody says, "What happened?" And the frog said, "Well, he started as a wart on my tail." Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh boy. Then there was a fellow who got sunburned in his face really bad, and they had to grab some skin on his one side of his face, and he never did figure out where they got the skin from. But ever since then, whenever he gets tired, his face tries to sit down.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
He was
You
at the
figured
butt.
it out,
Yeah,
didn't
it was.
you?
Yeah, he was the butt of that joke.
Yeah, yeah, better that joke. Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, better. You don't want to get behind in it, you know. And there was a lady told her husband that I want to get a milk bath that's good for the complexion.
Mm-hmm.
So called the creamery and have them send some extra milk.
Right.
So he called the creamery, told him his wife wanted to get a milk bath. Would they send up some extra milk?
Right.
And they said, we can do that. Now, does she want the milk pasteurized? And he said, no, just pasteurized.
Right.
Yeah.
Oldie but a goodie. I know that. I've heard that one. That's a good one, though.
My goodness. Hey, here's something that just happened. On the night of March the 15th,
Mm-hmm.
which is what, night before last, I dreamed that a storm had gone through the Tuggle area near Farmville, and Highway 460 had been cluttered. And in this dream, my dad, my brother John, and I worked for hours clearing the mess up. And we were told the winds were as high as 70 miles an hour. All right, the next day, after that dream, yesterday, Christy came in and told me, she said, Daddy, pray for the wind to stop, because winds had blown a tree down at the neighbor's house and has blown their trampoline into a tree. This was at 11:35 Sunday morning, yesterday morning. That's 25 to 12. So, in Jesus' name, we commanded the winds to go from a high velocity to a gentle breeze. And there was instant calm, because God's master of the winds and seas and everything else. And so for the rest of the day, winds were calm here at Chris's place. So, see, there is a power if you believe, and it strengthened me, of course, and the fact that, hey, he can still use me.
Right.
So he can use every one of us, depending on what gift. Use his gift.
Exactly.
It may be different, and usually it's different. Everybody's got a little different a type of blessing,
Right.
of a gift.
Mm-hmm.
He's gifted all of his children to do something. And once you find out what it is, you'll find out that it works. Because it's when you speak in God's will, when you speak, his voice indwells your voice. And it's his voice that gets results. It's not our voice, but it's his voice. Anyway, just thought I'd check in this morning. And that was some good news, and it strengthened me. And the Lord knew I needed a little strengthening, so that's what he did to give it. So I hope to maybe call you tomorrow.
Well, we hope to hear from you, Henry. You have a great day. Thank you for calling in.
All right. Okay. Y'all too. Take care. And my
Take care.
number again is 414-0096. And I'd love to talk to you.
All right,
God
Henry.
bless.
Thanks. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Henry Fulcher calling us this St. Patty's Day. If you'd like to call in and talk St. Patrick's Day or whatever you want to talk about, or the Bluegrass Festival that Barry was asking about. That number is 434-394-0924 if you feel lucky.
Do I feel lucky?
434-394-0924.
Do I feel lucky?
Do you feel lucky is the main thing here, Noah.
That's Dirty Harry 1 with the crazy school bus driver, right? Or
You are correct, sir,
He
yes.
robs a school bus and he starts driving it.
Well, he
and
doesn't rob it. He just takes it over.
takes it over. But the kids are still inside and they're all like,
Yeah, and he's
"Who's
making
this
him sing
crazy-"
songs.
Yeah.
Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Only in the 70s they could make a movie like that. That's great. I mean, that's so funny. Yeah.
I was
I
trying to eat a
wish
hot
Clint
dog.
Eastwood didn't moan so much like that.
Well, actually, he doesn't. He doesn't really
Yeah.
do that.
He sometimes does that. Sometimes. Yeah.
Punk.
Yeah.
So, Dirty Harry wishing everyone.
Sure.
Do I feel lucky?
I don't know if he
Right.
does or not, but he may.
You're going to kill that sound effect.
I
You're
love
gonna
that
ruin
sound
it.
effect.
You're going to play it so much that you never want to hear it again.
Oh, you only get one day out of the year to
Yeah.
do it. So,
You'll find a way to kill it.
yeah, I will. Into the ground.
Yeah.
All right. So, with all that being said,
Well, John, how was your St. Patty's weekend? I
there-
got to know. I have to know, John. I would love to know.
that's all you ever want to know. Well, here's a better thing that we need to talk about. What are some of the other names used to refer to St. Patrick's Day? Do you know? Are you? Do you
No.
know?
Oh, yeah, go for it. Go. Just.
The day of the Festival of Patrick and the feast of St. Patrick.
Wow. They ate St. Patrick. The feast
No,
of St.
the
Patrick.
feast was for.
Oh, for St. Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. Okay. Sorry.
Did you know that the first ever St. Patrick's Day parade in 1762 didn't take place in Ireland, as you may have thought? Do you know where it took place? Not in Ireland, no.
No.
Where do you think it took place, my lad?
That's a great question.
The United States of America.
Whoa, no way.
Yeah, in
Wow, we were
I
the
mean, in
first.
Chicago.
Yeah. And
Anyway, let's say Happy St. Patty's Day and good morning to our next
Sure.
caller. Hello, you're on the air.
Top of the morning to you.
And the rest for
Wow.
myself.
How are you?
Hey, what's up?
The Sky. How are you? What's going on? Are you celebrating St. Patrick's Day? Do you have green on or anything like that?
Yes, I actually am wearing green.
Cool.
Yeah, don't pinch me.
Well, I can't if you're wearing green.
Oh, I was listening Friday morning,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a Aerosmith song that you were playing, and it started skipping. What was going on?
John was playing a vinyl. No, I'm kidding.
Friday morning.
Yes.
Do you know exactly what time that was?
About 20 minutes to 8.
20 minutes to 8. And the song was skipping.
Well, an easy way to figure this out, we can pull up what Aerosmith songs
Well,
we have.
my next question
Yeah.
would be, though, are you listening on the radio or stream? You probably listen to the stream, don't you?
Yeah.
It could have been the stream doing it, not so much the song.
Maybe. It's possible.
Now we just have to rifle through. And you said this was Friday, correct?
Yeah.
Friday was what, the 14th?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that?
Well, caller, do you remember what the lyrics were? Maybe you can sing it for us and we can try to figure it out.
Wasn't this
No,
one,
I
was
don't
it?
remember that.
Wasn't this, was it?
We're going to get copyright strike, John.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is going to be...
No, that was all 2 seconds.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I worry about radio, not all that other jive. But anyway, yeah. I don't know. If could you possibly look at a calendar, or do I have to do it?
No, I could do that. It's last Friday, John,
Yes.
was the 14th.
That's all right. So we played "Walk This Way" at one point, but it was the original, according to what I just played. We had Amazing play. You said what? 7:45. Then maybe it was Amazing by Aerosmith. I'll have to listen to the. Did it skip what at the very beginning of the song, or during the song, or
During the song.
during somewhere in the middle? Then
Yeah.
okay, it could be a glitch in the song. It's always possible. So I'll have to listen to it and see if I can find that. And if I trust you. I'm sure it's there. I'm just curious.
And I thought you were going to come on and sing.
Come on and sing.
Yeah, I thought you were going to come on there and start singing.
With the Aerosmith song?
Yeah.
I like Aerosmith songs, but Amazing is not one of them. Crying, Crazy, and Amazing, which all came off of Get a Grip, are not my particular favorites. They played them into the ground back in the 90s.
Oh.
That would have been like 94.
What's with the Cheerios laying around the studio?
Thank you for bringing this up.
The same thing as the coffee stains all over the place and the half-empty coffee cups laying everywhere.
Well, coffee.
Matter of fact, one was strategically placed right here where you put your hand where you have to activate the microphone, which is not a... I'm being facetious when I say strategically placed.
Yeah.
That's a great way to have coffee all over your board.
But who didn't spill coffee all over the soundboard? Moi here. Noah.
But who could have, because I put it down there.
John.
You.
No.
I don't
No.
drink coffee.
Okay. Well, like, the thing is this, and this will be my single defense. Maybe I'm wrong in saying this, but I think this is an interesting thing to talk about. At least...
I know I'm on the edge of my seat.
I know. Well, like, coffee doesn't bring any sort of... not that we have any...
Coffee can destroy a soundboard.
Mice or anything, but, like, I feel like Cheerios are more likely to bring, little creatures of the night, and, and then you wake up and you come to the studio and there's a mouse poop on the floor. Not that there is.
Do not operate heavy machinery while listening to this program.
But I am saying there could be, mice coming.
Do I feel lucky?
Right.
Do I feel lucky? Do I feel
Right.
lucky?
I don't know. At least with coffee, you're not going to have mice coming to have coffee because they don't really.
We have a new segment in the show.
Okay.
It's the Magic 8 Ball.
All right. John actually does have a Magic 8 Ball.
I do.
In his hands. So.
Can Noah talk about anything other than Cheerios and what's happening over the weekend?
He didn't bring it up this time. I did.
Oh, I don't care. It sounds better this way. It says without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Without a
Wow.
doubt. There you go.
Wow.
Oh, I heard the Noah Only show 2 weeks ago.
Did you like that show? Because it'll really feed to his ego if you say yes.
Yes, I did, but it was very different.
Yeah.
They're very different. Yeah.
I think first time caller said it was an optimistic show until John showed up. just too funny.
I would have.
Optimistic meaning a big daydream.
Yeah.
Fantasyland is what we call it.
I would have called and tried to help you out, but I had a cold that morning, so you wouldn't have wanted me to call in.
Oh no. Next time maybe you can call in, but I don't care. I always sound like I have a cold because I'm always blowing my nose and I got nasal drips
And
going
then
on.
talks into the mic and
nasally. Yeah.
You don't mind if I just talk into this microphone all cold and sick, do you?
it's all good. It's all
Oh, it
good.
was a good Farmville Spotlight last night.
You did like the
Oh,
Farmville
you
Spotlight?
did like the Farmville Spotlight. Wow.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Who was on?
Noah Lehman.
For those that didn't
Sure,
get to hear.
Noah Lehman, soundboard operator. Worked at a church for many years, operating sound, miking bands up, and so he has a lot of different experience with hooking equipment up and stuff. So he came on. It was a good episode. I enjoyed him. And I'm also good friends with him, so I knew he would be a good candidate to kind of have on and talk about the different ins and outs of sound. So yeah.
Well, it was interesting.
Well, thank you, caller.
No problem.
How are we going to celebrate your St. Patty's Day today?
Doing a whole bunch of nothing.
Oh no.
Do I feel lucky? Do I feel lucky? Do I feel lucky?
That's. I feel lucky when I don't
Yes,
have to
I
do
do.
anything. Yeah. See, there you go. Was there anything else you wanted to bring up, or
Well, I didn't really like that Aerosmith song anyway. So it was
you don't like that Aerosmith song anyway?
No.
Nah, it's not one of my personal favorites.
You played it.
Unlike some people, I play to the masses. Some people may like songs I don't personally care for, but that's what you're supposed to do in the business. You're not supposed to just play stuff you like.
And I heard your ad for the Friday party where you said it comes on right after Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't do your Ron impression on the commercial.
Well, I'm trying to stay in good standings with Ron. I don't want to make the man upset, or he may not like
Do you know
me.
him? Like,
I know him enough to where I've met him, and spoken to him, but I don't see him but so often. But he's a real nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
Got a lot of stories to tell.
Has Noah met Ron?
Never met Ron.
I don't believe so.
No, I never met Ron. I would love to, at some point in the future.
Ron's avoiding Noah.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. He has been
Well,
out
he's
here,
a
though.
nice guy if you meet him.
Yeah, he's a real nice guy. Have you met him, sir?
Oh, yeah.
You have, okay.
Several times.
When did you meet him?
I've been to his concerts a few times.
Okay, there you go. And so you met him for a meet and greet or something like that?
Yeah, he also used to do the history of rock and roll lectures,
Okay.
and I'd go to that.
Mm-hmm. Where would they hold those at?
At a little bar and grill in the
Okay.
area, JJ's.
Okay. JJ's still around?
Yes, but he stopped doing that when COVID happened and everything shut down.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right, well, was there anything else before we go? We got to do some stuff at the bottom of the hour, but we'll give you some more time to bring up something if you want.
No.
No.
Maybe I'll call tomorrow.
Please do. Let us know how your St.
Maybe I will.
Patrick's Day goes.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
There you go.
And you might have more Cheerios laying around.
You never know. Maybe some Lucky Charms by the end of the day.
I think John is trying to coax a family of mice to live in the studio and hang out with, him.
Yep. Do the Mickey Mouse voice.
Oh, I don't know. I'm getting picked on. I don't think I want to do anything, to be honest with you.
You're getting picked on?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Take your coffee and go, whatever. Yeah, I'm being picked on. That's okay. It's all right. I'll be...
Hi, I just eat Cheerios all day. Hi.
I don't know what to say.
I don't either.
It's
The only thing I know to say right now is this.
Do I feel lucky?
That's all. That's all I know how to say.
I feel like the most unluckiest man in the world right
Oh,
now.
you're very lucky.
No.
Because you're going to take over this show here in just about 2 seconds. Well, you, sir, have a great day and a happy St. Patrick's Day.
I like that Noah said that Chris on the Cheerios and put them back.
What's that? I didn't catch it. Something about putting them back?
Yeah, Chris found the Cheerio next to the soundboard and put it back.
Well, that's where it's supposed to be, I guess. I don't know.
John intentionally put the cherry
I
in
left
there.
it for Mickey.
Unlike Noah, I'm a friend of nature. I don't mind animals.
All right.
Well, you have a great rest of your day, sir. Thank you for calling in.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. All right. And you know him as affectionately as Potato is how you refer to him.
Potato collar. John, I've told the story many times. But yeah.
I
it's
figured
basic-
if we ask about
Oh,
the
yeah, for
weekend
sure,
all the time,
for sure,
all through
yeah,
the week, we
exactly.
might as well
No,
bring
no.
up stuff all the time.
Yeah. Well,
How was your weekend? How was your weekend? How was my weekend? How was your weekend?
How was your weekend?
I don't remember.
You never even answered the question.
Who cares?
I do.
Green hasn't always been associated with St. Patrick's Day.
Well,
that actually didn't happen until when? Do you have an idea? 1700s. I'll give you a clue.
1792.
Oh, so close, but yet so far. 1798.
Wow.
But
Not
close.
bad, not bad.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
Well,
so
we
we're
do
now
have
at the
to-
bottom of the hour. I beat you to the punch. All right, so now, first off, the weather, and then you got birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This edition of the weather brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. I invite you to call or come by and see me about your loan needs. Whether it's time to purchase investment property, build your dream house, expand your business, or purchase timberland or farmland, you will find old school personal assistance with attention to detail. Stop by our office at 216 North Main Street or call us at 391-1136. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, Noah, you've been waiting for the weather. Here we go. Ready for it? Here we go. Partly sunny today, this St. Patrick's Day, and a high today near 58. Only 58. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 32. Sunny Tuesday with a high near 67. Clear Tuesday night with a low around 39. Mostly sunny Wednesday, a high near 74. And then Wednesday night mostly cloudy with a low around 51. Right now, here in Farmville, they're claiming it's raining right now. About 95% precipitation. Humidity is 82%. Winds at 11 miles per hour. Light rain here in Farmville, 52. And the Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brookneal, and their loan office in downtown Farmville. Now, get ready for it. The birthday calendar is brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, and business formations. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
And oh, with those birthdays, for those wee lads and lasses, and all those other wonderful people, I present to you the one, the only, a legend in his own mind, Noah Surge. Take it away, me
Thanks,
lad.
John. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Well, we get the birthday list for March 17th. You're switching the music up on me.
Just changing it all around.
So first up on the list, we have Kay Baugh is having a birthday today, and that is Kay Baugh once again celebrating. Also celebrating this March 17th is Daniel Scott Knight. He is having a birthday, and also Wyndham Simmons celebrating a birthday today. And that's gonna be it. I just got those 3 birthdays, and obviously Barry's mother,
Annie Mae Miles.
Turning
89 years young.
89 years old today.
Yes.
Beautiful. Well, that's gonna be the birthday list for today. People can call in if they have a birthday they would want to share at 434-394-0924. You can also email birthdays to birthdays@wflo.net or on our website. Under the On Air's mentions page, you can send birthdays directly from our website to us. So a couple of different ways of giving us birthdays if you so choose to do so. And I'm going to turn this back over to John. John, take it away.
For the right legal advice, visit Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, Main Street, Farmville. And of course, it's St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick, patron saint of Ireland, died this day in 461.
Music's still playing.
I know.
Okay.
According to legend, and now his feast day is celebrated widely in Ireland and here in the United States. You know what they do in Chicago?
Are you trying to make this show intentionally worse because it's
Chicago?
What do they do in Chicago, John?
They dye the river. They dye the river.
Yeah, the green.
Yeah. And
So
somebody
lava dye.
Yeah. Why don't they just do that all the time and make it look pretty?
Yeah. All right. Well,
blue or something.
That was your moment with John Staten III.
I'm just trying.
That was nice.
I'm just doing the St. Patrick's Day thing.
That's great, John.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was actually pretty good.
I'm supposed to say no.
I went to what's up?
Oh no, that's okay.
Okay, I went to Chesterfield Town Center to the mall.
Yeah.
And me and Katie
Specifically to hit a certain store?
No, just to look around.
Oh.
But here's the great thing: we went to a store that was like a home store, right? It was like they sold like
Homes?
but they sold everything that goes inside of a home, vases and chairs, sofas, furniture.
Are you a vase or a vase?
I say vase, I say vase, but mostly vase. Even though I believe it is
You're
pronounced.
AC/DC.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the thing, John. I went into the store with Katie. Right, and we're both looking around, and we're kind of poking fun at the store. We're like, yeah, we wouldn't get anything.
Poking fun at the store?
Yeah, because like it was like none of the stuff there we would really ever have in our own home. It was just kind of like, look at this, like who puts this in their home? But then guess what? We found some very nice rugs, and we have rugs at our apartment right now. but they're kind of small and they don't really fit the vibe or the room. So anyways, we found 2 perfect, amazing, fantastic rugs, and we bought them. The bill was under like $150, I want to say, and for 2 rugs, and that's including a 7 foot by 10 foot rug,
Right.
which is amazing. That's incredible.
And by
Like, what a
rugs, you
deal.
don't mean toupees. You mean
No,
actual...
I mean literally rugs
Right.
that you put on the floor.
okay.
I mean, you could put a toupee on the floor as well, but that's not my point.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, again, it was just like one of those things, and we brought the rugs home. They fit perfect.
Cool.
In our apartment. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm trying to think what else. On
Flying
Sunday.
carpet? Did you buy anything like that?
No flying carpet, but on Sunday, John, I went to a little rap show in
rap show?
Richmond on
Okay.
West Broad Street.
Right.
Now I do like rap, and
You seem like a rapper kind of guy.
well, I don't perform rap, but I like. I mean, I think it takes talent.
What would
to-
your rapper name be if you were a rapper?
Great question. That's a great question. Probably
DJ Noah?
the Sarge. Sarge.
The Sarge?
The Sarge, right?
Large and in
Miss
charge Sarge?
Okay. Hey.
Hey.
But something like that. But anyways, I went to this rap show to film it. I was recording it for some
I
friends of
remember
mine.
you telling me about this.
I did this before, and it came out great. But I did it again for another rap show.
How'd this one turn out?
It turned out good. I will be honest with you. It was like a ticketed event, right? And they were
Yes.
charging like $10 at the door.
Yes.
Guess how many people came?
3.
2.
Wow. I was
Yeah.
off by 1.
Yeah. There was
2
more
people?
There was more rappers than actual like audience members.
So they were rapping for themselves.
There was like 4 rappers and 2 audience members, like 2 people who heard about the show and bought tickets.
Wow.
And I will say, they were the best audience members you could ask for because they were dancing, they were singing along.
There was
to
a lot
the
of
song.
space to dance.
Yeah, and it was a tight place. It was on West Broad Street, in a little place called Charged Up, which I believe they sell vinyls, they sell like
The
merchandise.
2 people were you and Katie?
No. I was shooting the event, so I was
Oh.
working. I was actually working that event.
Okay.
And Katie was at home doing the right thing, getting some sleep.
Avoidably detained.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, but yeah, it was a great night and it was all good in the hood.
Were they doing covers of their own stuff?
Their own stuff, original
Okay.
music. It was, it's tough to do that, especially to such a little audience. But everybody killed it. So it was great, John. It was great. You really missed out. But I got to ask you now.
I wasn't invited. I didn't
No.
know anything about it.
Would you have come out if you were invited?
I would have made it 3.
Okay. All right. Well, John, how was your weekend, John? What did you do? Did you did you stay up all day? And
Yes.
Go to sleep all night?
You got it. And
Party?
Yeah,
Party on
Slaughter.
Wayne?
Yeah, Slaughter. You got it.
Yeah.
Up all night, sleep all day. That song. Yes, exactly. I walked by where you were at, and I saw where there was just those 2 people, and I just kept walking.
Okay. I thought I saw somebody on the street that looked like you.
Yeah, I was on the street.
Did you take the bus? Is that?
I always take public transportation whenever necessary. Because that's what I do. And since we did the birthdays, we need to do celebrity birthdays because we got some big ones. People I like, anyway.
Somehow John found a way to avoid the question I posed to him completely.
The weekend's the weekend, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to come in to work unless something's wrong.
Well, did you do anything fun with your weekend? Did you spend time with people that you care about? Did you celebrate somebody's birthday?
Yeah, but
I mean,
I don't want to talk about it. I didn't celebrate any birthdays or anything.
Sure.
I went to Palmero's. Really nice restaurant.
In Richmond or Midlothian?
Midlothian.
Okay.
Very, very nice restaurant.
What do they serve again?
Italiano.
Okay.
All right. Good morning to our next caller. Happy St. Patrick's Day. You're on the air.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you two as well.
Thank you.
Allie, how you doing this morning?
Good, Noah. Did you get a surprise?
I did get a. You know what? Funny enough, I did get a sugar, calorie-free cupcake in the mail. I meant to thank you for that.
Because you tried to take mine.
Allie, yeah. Oh, I did try to take yours.
Yes.
Well, I figured since we missed your birthday in November, you needed your own cupcake.
Oh, well, thank you so much. It was so nice. I was not expecting that at all. I was like, what is this mysterious letter in the mail from Allie Duty?
I thought you'd get a kick out of it.
It was very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. Now everybody has a cupcake.
That's right. Celebrating, right? I think I did take a bite out of John's cupcake, actually. There's some teeth marks. No, I'm kidding. That did not happen.
The biggest rodent in the building is you, Noah.
That's right.
Oh,
All right.
that's funny. Well, I'm going to let y'all go.
All right, Alan.
I just want to say hello.
Well, have a great day. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
You too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You know, we should have asked her if she's enjoying this show so far.
I am.
This is it's definitely an interesting one.
Kurt Russell, my man,
of course,
is 74 today. Kurt Russell, the man. I always liked Kurt Russell. Great. What is your favorite Kurt Russell movie?
Oh, probably. I mean, he was in a couple of John Carpenter's films, I think.
Yes, he was.
So any of those, literally.
Okay.
Was he in
Escape from L.A.?
Escape in L.A. Yeah, from L.A. is one, but
Escape from New York is the original.
Yes, that one, of course. Also, it was Assault in Precinct 13. I think is that Assault in Precinct 13. I think it's called, but I'm pretty sure he's also in there.
Big Trouble in Little China was another John Carpenter film.
So great.
He's been in just about everything. Here's your fun fact. Once appeared in an episode of Lost in Space. That would have been when he was a kid, because that show was a long time ago in the 60s. He was a Disney actor in his earlier career when he was a kid. And he also appeared in an Elvis film, and he kicks Elvis in the shin.
Interesting.
Yep, because he's a little boy. And yeah. So I don't remember which film it is, but I do remember seeing that particular scene. He and Robin Williams were in a film I love a lot. It's called The Best of Times. Great film. I love that film. Very funny, good story. I like it. Also, another big actor everybody would probably know, if you watch Forrest Gump, obviously, actor Gary Sinise turned 70. Lieutenant Dan, who has a lot to do with the military and wounded soldier, veterans and all this sort of stuff. His fun fact, he portrayed astronaut Kim Mattingly in Apollo 13. Did you ever see that? I want to say that's a Tom Hanks film.
Maybe.
I believe so. Your boy, Rob Lowe, turned 61 today. Could that possibly be right? Fun fact, he voiced Mr. Skinner's cousin in an episode of The Simpsons.
You don't like The Simpsons, right?
I'm not a big fan, no.
Yeah. You told me that one day and I was like, what?
No, I mean, I was aware of it, but I never really watched it.
Sure, yeah.
It wasn't really my cup of tea.
Sure.
We take our next caller. Happy St. Patrick's Day. You're on the air.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. I have a quick joke.
Okay.
What do you call 100 leprechauns at the bottom of the ocean?
John?
Come on, you're the joke meister here.
No. I insist you go.
I don't know.
A good start.
Oh, hi-oh.
Do I feel lucky? Do I feel lucky? Do I feel lucky?
That was a good one. Any more jokes?
No, I have some
of the St. Patty's variety, anyway.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, that was about the most stupid one I made up this morning.
All right.
But I don't know what I was doing this morning, but there was some useless info that 43% of men prefer bacon over sex.
John, what
I'm thinking of the
percentage are you
Seinfeld episode of George Costanza where he was trying to incorporate food and both.
I remember, yeah, and he's like
pastrami.
He's like having an intimate night, and then he's also like opening up his dresser drawer to eat like what was it?
But he got greedy.
Yeah,
because he tried to incorporate sports and everything else.
Worlds colliding.
Yeah.
So. That's
I've had recently turkey bacon, and I don't really notice that much of a difference.
Wow.
So, there you go.
Interesting.
It's pretty good. It's not bad.
Yeah, I guess.
That's a large majority though that of people, men who enjoy bacon versus sex.
I know it'd almost be so funny that if you went into a bar, and you brought a big bacon tray in and set it on the counter, and then you had all this selection of women that nobody else, half the men in there had no interest in.
Yeah.
Because they're eating bacon.
They're too busy eating bacon, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a little trick I do.
Interesting.
But don't believe me. Did you catch over? Maybe it was the end of the week that somebody spilled coffee on them at the Starbucks drive-thru.
Noah, were you there?
I did not catch that. No.
No, I think they were awarded like $1 million, but I guess they're going to appeal, or $2 million, something like that.
No, but not where at? Do you know where that was?
No, I didn't catch what state it was in.
Okay.
But I thought that was resolved during the remember the big McDonald's gig where somebody did it. So, would you just say if you were going to try to scam them, would you dump a hot coffee on your in your lap for $1 million?
I mean, if I knew I had a good chance of winning and I didn't have morals, I would probably do it. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? But I mean, at this point in time, I don't know. I mean, like I as somebody who has worked in like restaurants like that, customer service, also worked at a coffee shop. I feel like the baristas and the cooks get so much shinola throughout the day that it's like I would feel like I'm somehow the problem if like they spilled coffee on me. I'd be like, don't worry about it. Have a great day. I would like leave a nice tip,
Yeah.
But,
well, they kind of. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, sir.
They kind of showed a shot of the back. I guess there are cameras everywhere now, and the person. They believe that the person didn't properly put the lid on as they handed it through, and that must have been where the incident possibly occurred.
Not good.
Well, for him, depends if it hit his vitals. But I guess there's a little bubbling to the skin. So, yep.
It would suck to not be like a regular coffee drinker and then have that happen the time you go to Starbucks. Like have somebody, just like somebody who never really gets coffee, like a John Staten that occasionally will get a cup of coffee every like 6 months, and then like you get the coffee, and then it accidentally like the person forgets to put the lid on all the way. That would really be unfortunate.
It sure does. Coffee's almost like an intimate pleasure.
It is, yeah. I often enjoy my coffee alone in a room with the door locked. I don't know why I'm saying that. With the lights off. Yeah, it's a private thing. But it's great. I mean, I love it. The smell. It's aromatic. It's beautiful. It tastes amazing. Yeah, coffee is like can't go wrong. John,
do you talk this lovingly about your woman? I mean,
oh my gosh,
it's coffee lovers time on radio.
Yes, adults only.
Coffee connoisseurs galore with Noah Massage.
That's funny. That's good.
Yeah,
we're discussing coffee.
Yeah.
Kids, cover your ears.
Yeah.
The best part of waking up. Yeah.
I know, it's crazy. After you finish your coffee, you're smoking a cigarette.
Good old coffee.
But I really didn't have. I didn't have anything to say. You know what? I did find out because I just looked at some notes.
Yeah.
That there was a little special on Gordon Lightfoot.
Okay.
And he had put out a heck of a lot of songs way before I started to listen to him.
Right.
And I guess they had a list of all the people that had re-recorded this stuff. And it is just it's an awful amount of people. It really is a mess load. So I was just amazed at how many people actually how much of a songwriter truly was. Yeah.
Do you like Gordon Lightfoot?
Oh my gosh, yes. I think I had in his later years. I think 3 times I saw him in concert.
Oh, you actually saw him in concert?
Yeah, this was
Cool.
when he was older.
Okay.
Yes, he kind of had that. You saw him as he goes through the years, kind of like when he had that Skeletor look.
Skeletor.
Hey,
Yeah.
turn his oxygen supply, He-Man.
But he was great. I really enjoyed him. I did notice a song or two where he kind of was a really, really long pause. I don't know if he had a trouble rounding up the words or what.
Right.
And but yeah, it was good. I'm glad I saw him.
I always liked Sundown. What's your
So-
favorite Gordon Lightfoot song?
Sundown's great. Sundown. Dun, 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 dun.
How about you, sir? What's your favorite Gordon Lightfoot song?
Oh my gosh.
Carefree Highway.
No, it was one. I'm not supposed to care.
Oh, okay. Was that a later
Did you
song?
ever? I really don't know.
Because most of his hits are from the 70s.
Yeah, But yeah, I think it was closer to the older. It's,
If You Could Read My Mind is probably one of my favorites. That's a really good.
If you could read my mind, what would you?
Are you serious right
Yes,
now?
yes.
It'd be. When is this show going to be over?
Pretty much. But ding. There you go. So how are you celebrating St. Patrick's Day? Are you wearing green, by the way?
no, maybe my teeth, but no, that's about it.
Your teeth.
the green beer. You're lapping it up.
No,
Edmund
I'm
Fitzgerald.
Just
That's
on the
another- Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, wreck of
We
the
had our little-
Edmund Fitzgerald. That's another one.
Caller, are you aware? Excuse me. Are you aware of a store called Total Wine in Richmond?
Where you go in and whine a lot.
No.
No.
I am not. No, sir. There was some similar to that in Maryland,
Okay.
but no.
You,
not,
I don't like this store. They don't have anything.
You should check it out. It's really great. They have imported beer from across the world, but like just
That's what import means.
Such a variety of a very wide variety of wines and imported beers. Super cool. I went in with my girlfriend Katie, and we literally bought cases upon cases of different. And we're not. We
So
don't.
you're spiking your coffee
and we
with
don't
that.
even. We don't even drink that much. You know.
Oh,
That's the
no.
funny-
That's why we keep going all the time.
but it is.
Oh.
But we did buy a lot, like a lot more than we would expect. Like we went in just planning on picking up like one thing.
Chateau Rothschild. Chateau
Yeah.
Rothschild, right?
But I was just gonna say you should check it out if you will. Yeah.
So, were you able to sample any of it, or do you, by the time you get it back to the house, it's just swill and you're like,
He just
"Ugh."
likes to smell the cork.
No, I don't think they sample. You can sample, but
Do you let it breathe? Or anything like that?
Well, there is something to pouring it into a glass and then kind of swishing it around to release some of the aroma, John. You know.
The grape could be ruined by the bouquet. Is that what you do?
I mean, sometimes
In a dark room with the door shut?
Well, no, I do that one in public. The coffee, though, I do that behind closed doors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sure.
You need to write a love song to coffee or something like that.
Yeah.
I know. Yes, if you could drink my bean, love.
Coffee, coffee, I love you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. But no, I haven't. I do enjoy. I greatly enjoy a good wine, but it's a personal.
And an ice
choice,
aged
I guess.
brie and all that good stuff.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, man.
I can't hang with you highfalutin types. I don't do that.
You should try drinking some wine, John. You might enjoy it.
My nectar of the gods is cherry Coke and or Dr. Pepper.
With?
That's it.
Oh.
I'm not hanging out with Noah going, all right, put some of this in there. Let's jolly it up a bit.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, I like it on the rocks.
Down in a glass is fine. Well, sir, enjoy
God.
your St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, thank you.
And call back anytime. Let us know.
Oh,
You got something else?
I got one quick question.
All
It
right.
could be, do you guys do the weather live?
I'm sorry. The weather live?
Do you guys? Yes. Do you read it live?
When we're live on the air, we do, but during the rest of the day, it's pre-recorded.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my question.
Mm-hmm.
If you're reading the weather live, I guess you're forced to follow that script.
Pretty much.
So what if you read it and it says that it's showers, and you look out your studio window and it's sunny? Do you have to stick with the showers?
I usually say something along the lines of maybe some areas of showers or something like, I'll try to be, all maybe where I'm at right at that particular moment is not raining, but it could be raining somewhere in the vicinity maybe or something like that or close by.
Okay, you could say, at the studio.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. That was, now I can put that in my notebook.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, have a great rest of your day, sir. Call back anytime.
Thank you, man. Yes.
Take care.
Thanks.
All right. Bye. All right, first time caller. Phone lines are open if you want to squeeze one in before we call it a day. 434-394-0924.
I'll give you a St. Paddy's Day joke. Why can you never borrow money from a leprechaun?
Why is that, John?
Because they're always a little short.
Yeah. Ba-dunch.
Or
Ha, ha, ha.
one more.
Ha.
There we go. She's a barrel of monkeys. She is.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Oh, how do you celebrate St. Paddy's?
I don't.
You don't celebrate?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I might celebrate with by the way, I should mention this. The Dundies, the band from Richmond, coming to North Street Press Club tonight. They're going to have a big show tonight.
The Crocodile Dundies?
No, just the Dundies, John.
Oh, just the Dundies.
They're going to have a big show where, lots of drinking going on, safe drinking and lots of loud music. It's going to be really fun. A couple of my friends are going. I may pop out for a little bit, but I heard it's going to be really, really, really big tonight, because like St. Paddy's Day, people like to drink. So I would say that's how most people celebrate St. Paddy's Day. But I heard it's going to be a great event tonight, so hopefully some people,
Will you be there?
I might come out for a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to stay for the whole show. Because
You're not introducing the band or anything like that?
No, John, no.
Oh.
But anyways, yeah.
All right.
Good stuff.
Great. You got less than a minute. Anything else? And what time is that again?
I think it starts at 8 or 9. But may start at 7.
So if you want to play it safe, you might want to get there at 8.
Yeah. You might want to get there at 7, to be honest.
Oh. Think they'll run out of seating?
I heard talks about that happening, maybe. It's not even seating, it's just standing room, Oh,
yeah. Space, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they start at, let's see... Starts at 7 tonight, 7 p.m.
So it does start at 7.
Yeah, you can get an Irish car bomb, John.
Pay no attention to the 8 or 9 and get there at 7.
Yep, exactly. All right, John. Well, I guess we'll catch you around, man.
I'll catch me around.
Catch you around. I'll
catch me around.
I'll catch you around the studio today.
Catch you around for some coffee. All right. Well, have a great St. Patrick's Day.
Do I feel lucky? Do I feel lucky? Do I feel lucky?